Talk about what's going on in our world. The college football playoff has released its most recent top 25 ranking. This is especially important ahead of championship weekend. There has been some changes in the top four after the weekend that was college football. Number one, Georgia, the reigning, defending, undisputed national champions, are still at number one, even though some people thought Michigan might jump them because of the dominating performance over then number two, Ohio State, this past Saturday in Ohio, where they out-toughed Ohio, out-physicaled Ohio, out-Ohio'd Ohio in front of a lot of Ohioans. People thought Michigan, because of how fucking brutal they were to the Ohio State Buckeyes in Ohio in front of Ohioans.
Yikes.
They thought Michigan might move to number one. Yep. AJ, would you have seen that as a compliment to Ohio State, or did you expect that whenever these rankings were coming together?
I don't care. If you're in the top four, who cares?
Gonna have to beat them all anyways. You want to win a national championship.
Well, I mean, do you think they're worried about, hey, we want the 1-4 matchup, not the 2-3? You think they care?
Well, I think there is a potential chance that, like, Georgia is not a team you want to run into in the semis. You'd rather make it to the finals, get a little bit more eyeballs on your program. But nonetheless, if you're going to have to beat everybody to win a natty anyways. Georgia 1, Michigan 2, TCU, who's undefeated, could do a loss, people are saying, in the Big 12 championship this weekend against Kansas State and still make it in to the college football playoff. So congrats to the teams that are undefeated and can take an L this weekend and still make it in the college football playoffs. So they've earned this spot, although they all want to be the champions of their conference. USC plays Utah on Friday night. If they lose, they're out of the college football playoff. They win, they're the Pac-12 champions and in the college football playoff, and those are the only four that matter. Now, if Utah beats USC like they've already done this season, if they beat USC on Friday night, all hell will break loose for that final spot in the college football playoff. Ohio State sitting on deck to move in there. Well, they automatically go. Alabama now sitting with 2 losses, 1 to Tennessee, who is ranked 7th, and 1 to LSU, who is not in the top 10 anymore. Not in the SEC championship game. A lot of people on the internet said, fascinating place to put Alabama so you can get Alabama in the college football playoff. If chaos happens this weekend, maybe I think Ohio State will go. Penn State cracks in the top 10. Congratulations to AQ and that code up there. Clemson's 9, Kansas State number 10. I have a question for one person and one person alone. Tone Diggs, how many of these are wrong? Whenever people use the tweet, whenever people tweet hashtag PMS Twisted T CFB, and they guess how many twisted teams in the top 10?
Changed up a little bit this week.
Whoa,
how come?
There's a team in this fucking top 10 that doesn't belong.
Wow.
Oh my God.
Okay? This week, you got to – which team doesn't belong in the top 10? Which team outside the top 10 was taking their fucking spot, okay?
Okay.
Wow. Clemson.
And I do have to apologize.
Two.
What'd you do?
The people.
Okay.
I had a whole mess of Twisted Teas on Thanksgiving night. Okay.
Of course.
5% ABV tastes just like real tea because guess what? It's brewed with real tea.
Damn right.
Genius.
I was supposed to tweet out my fucking Twisted last week on Friday.
Yes, you were. You were reminded, I believe, a couple times to do that on Friday.
I woke up on Friday morning. Like, where am I? Okay.
What?
Oh, shit, I got to tweet that out today. Okay, and then my baby started crying.
Oh.
And I had to take care of my baby
You're
all
going to
day.
use your baby?
Damn right.
Your daughter?
My daughter all day, and I forgot to tweet that out. So that's on me.
So there was no winners last week because there was no right answer revealed.
There was also no losers.
Okay.
That's a good way to look at it. Good point.
But
Glass half full.
this week, these will be revealed on Friday. Who I don't think should be in the top 10 and who they should be replaced with.
Are we carrying over, like,
Yeah, 2 winners this week.
well, there was 2
That
winners
was
last
what
week.
it was.
3 winners this week.
4, I think we should do 4 winners this week.
I mean, 5.
No, I think 4 is good, but because we're not making a decision for us. This is for somebody else.
Yeah. And you got to use the hashtag PMS Twisted T CFB. Who shouldn't be in the top 10 and who replaces them?
John, literally, this is your segment.
I didn't ask for it.
Twisted top 10 teams.
Didn't ask. You earned it. Though.
Yeah.
You earned it. You earned it.
Hell yeah. I know. That's on me, man. Fucking Thanksgiving family.
Daughter.
I had a house full of family there. I
A
mean,
baby.
Oh, yeah, hosting.
yeah.
Good Twisted Tea product.
Big sales.
Great. I was all hungover. Whole mess of Twisted Teas.
You got so twisted.
Yeah.
You don't get that hungover though. They're still pretty.
So
good.
who was right? What was it last week? Do
That's
you
when
remember?
you drink 105% ABV, so you got 500% ABV in you.
That's not responsible.
You drink 100 twisted teas on Thanksgiving?
That's how good they are.
You shouldn't do that, though. We would
shouldn't.
like to let
I
everybody
didn't
know.
drive. I stayed home.
That's very
That's
nice
smart.
of you, but you
I
should also
hope.
not do that. You should drink a responsible amount of twisted teas, although they are delicious. It does pack quite a punch to your next day. Know that your taste buds are enjoying the happiness that you're stealing from tomorrow with twisted teas. Nonetheless, still a good time.
Yeah.
Great time.
Stick with just drinking like an 18-pack.
All right. Okay. All right.
They are really good for breakfast, too.
Well, you can't
Great
drink all
point.
day. You don't start in the morning.
Oh yeah.
So certainly something to think about. Can't wait to see who you think doesn't deserve to be in there.
Frauds!
Do we want to take our guesses?
Oh yeah, it's Clemson. Tony hates Dabo. He hates that boy. He's gonna take Clemson
What about
out.
Penn State?
That's
I was
not
gonna
true.
say Penn
I
State.
love that boy.
What about Penn State?
You mean the cult of Penn State?
what if
Oh.
it's Kansas State? I mean, Kansas State could potentially be there as well.
They could be. That'd be low-hanging fruit, though. I
Tennessee,
hope
no
you
Is
don't
it
do that,
Tennessee?
Tony.
Because there's Hennon Hooker's not
Maybe
playing.
it's that team that has a coach that, best ever. Oh, couldn't fucking last in the NFL for a fucking month.
Saban. Jeez,
Can't
Tony.
be saved.
Harbaugh? No.
Coach the band.
Who are you?
Saban.
Yeah, I know who he's
Tony.
talking about, but there
No,
was
Bobby Petrino.
Yeah, I don't know where he's
Western
coaching.
Kentucky, they up here?
Oh, they're gonna be number 10.
Hugh Freeze got hired for Auburn.
Yeah, he
Congrats.
did.
Oh,
Sounds
Hugh?
like everybody's happy about that.
Oh, yeah, ecstatic.
He won't have control over his socials. though.
WVU hired a new
Social
coach, right?
media.
Now we hired a new athletic director named Ren
Yep.
Baker.
Dog.
Ren Baker
Yep. Ren Baker.
from North Texas. I've been told by people that know Ren Baker, this is an elite hire.
Nice.
Ren Baker can turn around a program.
And what did I tell you?
You told me he built a statue for fucking Mean Joe Green. He's okay with me.
Hell yeah.
That's what you said. Exact words. And then I sent some text to people that maybe know who the fuck this guy is. He's the athletic director for North Texas. And I don't think that's where anybody would think that you would look for an athletic director for a big Power 5 program. You know, somebody maybe has a little bit more experience and a little bit bigger conversations than North Texas. No offense to North Texas. Just, you know, I assume I didn't know how this would go.
That's where Stone Cold Steve Austin went.
Okay,
What?
Let's go with me then.
Yep.
All right.
It's true.
Okay.
Ren Baker's going to get it figured out. Shout out to Ren. Welcome to West Virginia.
Should also
People
see
from
if
West
he has
Virginia
any
would say.
eligibility left, because you might want Rem Baker playing fucking left tackle for the Mountaineers next year.
I would love that, but even if he was good, the coach who's probably going to be coaching there wouldn't put him on the field. That seemingly is his
Yeah,
trait.
he's
Oh.
safe for another year.
He's not. Ren's
He's
not-
22 and 25 in 4 years as a coach, which means his recruits have gone in there,
Yeah.
and they have regressed every year. Young group, though, this year.
Sure.
They got a lot of young studs. Allegedly, Neil Brown is safe for another year, but also Ren Baker's not been hired yet. And
True.
I don't know what Ren Baker has said, what he hasn't said. Neil Brown, probably an incredible guy.
Yeah.
I think he's done great things at Troy and other places.
On the bright side, he's
Why is Deion Sanders getting talked about fucking Colorado? And everybody's like, yeah, it's a big deal. Colorado's doing it. It's like,
Kidding me?
send his ass to Morgantown, West Virginia. What do we even get?
If he wants